Mabuhay mathematicians! In today's discussion, our main objective is to illustrate and find the slope of a line given the 2 points, graph, and equation. In slope of a line, we will be discussing about finding the slope of a line given the graph, finding the slope of a line given 2 points, and finding the slope of a line given the equation. The slope of a straight line is defined as the ratio of the vertical rise of the line to its corresponding run. Point 1 x sub 1 y sub 1, point 2 x sub 2 y sub 2. From this point, let's move upward. 1, 2, 3, that is the rise. Then from this point, let's move up to this point, that is our run. Slope is equal to rise over run or equals to change in y over the change in x. If point 1 or x sub 1 y sub 1 and point 2 or x sub 2 y sub 2 are any two distinct points on a line, then the slope of the line is given by m equals y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1, wherein x sub 1 is not equal to x sub 2. Slope means measures the steepness of a line. We use the letter M to represent the slope. Let us start in finding the slope of a line given the graph using the formula M equals rise over run. Example number 1. Find the slope of a line that passes through 4, 3, and 1, 1. We have 4, 3, and 1, 1 using the formula M equals rise over run. From this point, let's move upward. 1, 2, that is the rise, equal to 2 units. Then from this point, let's move to the right. 1, 2, 3, that is the run, 3 units. Slope now is equal to rise over run. The rise is 2 and the run is 3. Slope is equal to 2 over 3. The slope of the line is positive since the value of x increases, y also increases. The line rises to the right, therefore the slope is positive. Example number 2. Find the slope of a line that passes through negative 3, 3, and 1, negative 2. Negative 3, 3, 1, negative 2. From this point, let's move upward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The rise is 5 units. Then move to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. The run is 4 units. Since we are moving to the left, the value is negative. Or you can also start from this point moving to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, that is negative 4. Then move upward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that is 5. The slope is equal to rise over run. The rise is 5 and the run is 4. M equals negative 5 over 4. The slope of the line is negative since the value of x decreases, y also decreases. The line falls from left to right, so the slope is negative. Example number 3. Find the slope of a line that passes through negative 3, 1, and 2, 1. From this point, rise is 0. Then move to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The run is 5 units. The slope is equal to rise over run. The rise is 0, the run is 5. The slope is equal to 0 over 5, the slope is 0. The slope of the horizontal line is 0. Example number 4. Find the slope of a line that passes through negative 2, 2, and negative 2, negative 2. From this point, let's move upward. 1, 2, 3, 4. The rise is 4 units. Then the run is 0. The slope is equal to rise over run. Then the rise is 4 and run is 0. The slope is equal to 4 over 0. Then slope is equal to undefined. The slope of the vertical line is undefined. Let's move on in finding the slope of a line given 2 points using the formula M equals y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Example number 1. Find the slope of a line that passes through 4, 3, and 1, 1. Using the formula, m equals rise over run. From this point, let's move upward. 1, 2. The rise is 2 units. From this point, let's move to the right. 1, 2, 3. That is, run equals 3 units. The slope is equal to, rise is 2 and run is 3. The slope is equal to 2 over 3. Using the formula, m equals y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Let 4, 3 be x sub 1, y sub 1, and 1, 1 be x sub 2, y sub 2. Substitute the value in the formula. M equals y sub 2 is 1 minus y sub 1 is 3 all over x sub 2 is 1 minus x sub 1 is 4. Then the slope is equal to 1 minus 3 is negative 2 over 1 minus 4 is negative 3. Negative 2 over negative 3 is positive 2 over 3. The slope now is equal to 2 over 3. Example number 2. Find the slope of a line that passes through 7, 5, and 12, 9. Using the formula, m equals y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. The value of x sub 1 is 7. The value of y sub 1 is 5. The value of x sub 2 is 12. And the value of y sub 2 is 9. Substitute the value in the formula. M equals y sub 2 is 9 minus y sub 1 is 5 all over x sub 2 is 12 minus x sub 1 is 7. The slope is equal to 9 minus 5 equals 4 over 12 minus 7 is 5. Therefore, the slope now equals 4 over 5. Now, what if we write y sub 1 first minus y sub 2 all over x sub 1 minus x sub 2? Can we have the same value of slope? Okay, so let us try. M equals y sub 1 minus y sub 2 over x sub 1 minus x sub 2. X sub 1 is 7, y sub 1 is 5, x sub 2 is 12, and y sub 2 is 9. Substitute the value in the formula. Y sub 1 is 5 minus y sub 2 is 9 over x sub 1 is 7 minus x sub 2 is 12. Then the slope equals 5 minus 9 equals negative 4 over 7 minus 12 is negative 5. Negative 4 over negative 5 is positive 4 over 5. We have the same value of slope. Example number 3. Find the slope of a line that passes through 8, 9, and 10, 15. Using the formula, m equals y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Our x sub 1, y sub 1 is 8, 9, and x sub 2, y sub 2 is 10, 15. Using the formula, m equals y sub 2 is 15 minus y sub 1 is 9 all over x sub 2 is 10 minus x sub 1 is 8. The slope is equal to 15 minus 9 is 6 over 10 minus 8 equals 2. 6 divided by 2 equals 3. The slope now equals 3. Moving to the last topic, which is finding the slope of a line given the equation y equals mx plus b. Let us recall that if the line crosses the y-axis at the point 0b, then b is the y-intercept of the line. Solving for the slope, m equals y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Let us replace x sub 1, y sub 1 by 0b and x sub 2, y sub 2 by xy. Substitute the value in the formula. M equals y sub 2 is y minus y sub 1 is b all over x sub 2 is x minus x sub 1 is 0. M equals y minus b over x minus 0 is x. Using the cross multiplication, m times x equals y minus b times 1. The equation becomes y minus b equals mx. Using the addition property of equality, the equation becomes y minus b plus b equals mx plus b. Y is equal to mx plus b. M is the slope, b is the y-intercept. The equation y is equal to mx plus b is called the slope-intercept form. Example number 1. Find the slope of the line 3x minus y equals 1. We're going to write 3x minus y equals 1 in slope-intercept form, or y equals mx plus b. 3x minus y equals 1. By subtraction property of equality, the equation becomes negative y equals negative 3x plus 1. Next, since y is negative, by division property of equality, divide both sides by negative 1. The equation becomes y equals 3x minus 1. Y is equal to 3x minus 1 is already in the form y equals mx plus b. Therefore, the slope is equal to 3. Example number 2. Find the slope of the line y minus 4 equals 3x. Again, write minus 4 equals 3x in slope-intercept form, or y equals mx plus b. Y minus 4 equals 3x. By addition property of equality, the equation becomes y equals 3x plus 4. Y equals 3x plus 4 is already in the form y equals mx plus b. Therefore, m now equals 3. To develop our memory skills, let us summarize what we have discussed about slope of a line. We have the types of slope. Line rises from left to right, positive slope. Line falls from left to right, negative slope. Horizontal line, zero slope. Vertical line, undefined slope. Formula, m equals rise over run, or m equals delta y over delta x, or m equals change in y over change in x. So we use this formula when given a graph. Next, m equals y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. We use this formula when given 2 points. Last, y equals mx plus b. We use this formula given the equation. Thank you, mathematicians. That's all for today. Keep safe and God bless us all.